Hey guys, Ancap24 coming back with another play out of the Singleback wide trips formation scheme series. And today we're going to be looking at a play called Smash. And this first setup is going to be a right hash mark only play. And before I get into that a little bit further, anyone that's new with us or haven't been with us with VIP for a while, when I say right hash only, that means when you look at the diagram as it is, it's going to be in the right hash. Now, if you were to flip the play, you can run it from the left hash, but I typically will go ahead when I break down my plays, do it as a regular type setup. And then, if you want to go ahead and flip the play, just go ahead and flip all the setups and you're good to go. So when we're looking at this play the way it is, it's going to be a right hash only. If we were to put it on the left hash, we can always flip it and it'd work exactly the same way. It's just a matter of basically going ahead and making sure that you understand what I mean by right hash only. Okay, so let's go back and put it where it's supposed to be and kind of show you this play. Okay, so this is a cover 3 killer, and I'm going to show you the cover 3 beater originally, and then we'll go ahead and show you how this can beat all coverages and why we designed it the way it is in case it wasn't cover 3. So I'm just going to go base the line real quick here so you can kind of see the ability for your players to go ahead and be in the right positions. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's curl flat or cloud flat. This is going to attack the back 3 players, not the actual players that are going to be in those mid-range zones. Okay, so what you do here is first and foremost, I'll go from the left to right. You're going to put this X on a comeback and then a smart route, okay? So what that's going to do is going to do a great opportunity to hold that player where he's at in order to make sure that that one player doesn't go further back, okay? Next thing we're going to do is put this B on a in route and put the RB on a fade, block your running back, okay? And what we're going to see here is this A route, which I call a banana route. It's basically an outside release seam that's going to get the attention of that free safety. And we're going to get this the RB receiver wide open once we motion him over. When we motion him over, we're going to hike it at the left hash mark. So I like to have visuals cues on the field so you can see it. Hike it right at the left hash mark. And you can see how the RB is going to get down the field. We're going to step up in the pocket a little bit. And we're going to throw this ball to the left hash, left side, and you're going to have a nice, easy one-play touchdown. Let me go ahead and show it to you again so you can kind of see now that you've seen it all develop of what you're looking for. So X on the comeback, and then put him on a smart route. Put the B on an in. Put this player on a fade, the RB. Move him over. And then what you're going to see here again, hike it when he hits that left hash mark. And this is non-base line this time. And you're going to see here that you're going to have the ability to kind of bomb it to the left-hand side for the nice, easy one-play score. And the reason why this route combination works well is because of that banana route. It really does a great job of putting stress on that free safety. So while we're on cover 3, let's go ahead and look at, that is the main option that we want to do on this. If they go ahead and either manually cover it or do an adjustment in the on their defense to spotlight a certain player, whatever the case may be, your second option is always going to be this B receiver. So he's going to be your dump down route. So we're going to go ahead here, show it again. And, if you go ahead and do anything, he's going to get underneath that coverage. You'll be able to throw it to him really easily and get yourself some nice yards, especially if they're doing any type of cover 3 blitzes that you need a hot route. That's going to be your hot route in order to make sure that you have the ability to, get the easy completion and move those chains. So that's cover 3. Let's go back and let's look at cover 4 now. So for cover 4, what you're going to see here is basically the first read is going to be this comeback. And on the smart route, he's going to be able to get open. Nobody's going to be able to get over there. It's just from the right hash mark. It's a long distance. I'm going to put it on baseline so you can see that the guy's a little bit further out. And do the same exact setup where you're going to go ahead, put the B on the in and the RB on the fade. And you also have the B on the in as your secondary throw. So if you miss the read of the X, you can definitely go back to the B. So you can do it here. Look at the X. He's going to go do his smart route. And you're going to be able to have a nice, easy catch against cover 4. So that's really just a nice cover 4 beater from a single out standpoint, as long as you've got somebody that's going and giving a vertical threat on the left hand side with him. So just so you know that, as far as just for future reference when you look at this play like that. And the second way here is we're going to go ahead and look at the B as he crosses over as well. We'll go ahead and say we missed the X read, and then you go ahead and see that the B gets underneath. You're able to throw it over the middle and get yourself some nice easy yards when they go ahead and push back to go ahead and cover those other routes behind them. So that's how we go with cover 4. So let's look at cover 2. And cover 2 is pretty simple. You're really going to play a 1-2 game with the seam route and the in route. if they go ahead and cover the seam route down the field, you're going to throw it to the in route. If they cover the in route and stay low, you'll throw it to the seam route. But for the most part, you're really looking at kind of looking at the dump off, because most people are going to play that seam route underneath and over the top, so you can have that X in. That's basically where I'm going to throw it each time. You know, I can manipulate to where the guy goes ahead and jumps that player, but you can see that on cover 2, that seam route's going to be wide open in the middle of the field, as long as they don't cover it manually or adjust their zones for your sake. So let's go look at man coverage now, and typically your best bet is going to be the in route here with the B receiver. He's going to be the one that's going to get that sharp break. If you go ahead and notice it's man right away, you can definitely hit the X as well if you have a good matchup. Plus, if you throw it before the break, it's going to be your best timing on it. I'll kind of show you that as well. But we'll go ahead and move this guy over. And then I say here, I'm looking at this man coverage. I'm going to go ahead and go for that B receiver right there and get myself a nice easy catch. You know, typically they're going to get a good break on that. I got a bad matchup there, but you can see how it works. Now, the X route over here against man, I'm just going to kind of show you here. I won't do all the routes, just those 2 routes over here. I'm going to move this guy over just to make sure that nothing changes. You can throw this X before his break, as long as you've got like a player that's got a pretty good route running right there. You can see how I threw it there. But most of the time, unless you're anticipating man, you're not really going to have that initial reaction to say, oh, man, then throw it to him. You know, it's kind of one of those deals where the guy's been playing man a lot, and you're saying, you know what? I'm expecting man, okay, I can throw this route. So I wouldn't try to say, you know what, the guy mixes all his coverages up, and then when you identify that it's man, you may be too late on that throw, so the B is going to be a little bit more of a safe throw, guys. So that is setup number 1 for Smash. It's really designed to be a cover 3 over the top beater, and you kind of want to call it when you go ahead and see that they're doing cover 3, but I want to make sure that you saw that it does beat other coverages in case you anticipated cover 3 and got something else. Appreciate it, guys. Come back with